some other means of removing sanskaras. Practical means you can apply if you cannot practice deep meditation. Deep meditation is the ultimate and safest means of removing sanskaras, or vipassana meditation is also very effective means. But for practical purpose, you can use many techniques to remove some of the sanskaras to make your life a little bit happier. In this book, I have explained the details about sanskaras, what are sanskaras, what is the cause, how they are built, and how they can be removed. Other practical means of removing sanskara, in short, one is called rebirthing. This is a recently known technique. Rebirthing is going back to our original state of birth. That means practicing continuous breathing. In this continuous breathing, you relax and you regress and go back to the birth time. And at that time, as you relax, all the hidden sanskaras come on the surface, and there is somebody to guide you, to help you through, so that you don't get overwhelmed by all the emotions. So rebirthing helps removing the sanskaras and establishing the peace. Other technique is sensory deprivation, like when you deprive your senses, like not eating, fasting for a long time, or staying in a dark chamber, in a floating chamber. When you are deprived of the senses, then your sanskaras come up on the surface and you can eliminate them. Psychedelic drugs, which is not recommended, but Baba Ramdas, Richard Alpert, he did experiments, Timothy Leary did experiment. All the experiments showed that, and American Indians practice that. So under controlled situations, psychedelic drugs awakens some of the part of the mind. If it is done properly, it can help remove sanskaras. But people take psychedelic drugs, LSD, they get in trouble because they don't have proper supervision and they become addicted also. Hypnosis. Under hypnosis, you are regressed into previous part of your life or even in past life, so that you get in touch with all the suppressed emotions, which are sanskaras, which are brought up into light, but with proper understanding. That means seeing something that was silly made deep impression when you were young, or you were not aware, or you were a child. But when you see in broader light, you remove that impression. That means facing something with higher consciousness or greater consciousness, you eliminate. Through regression and hypnosis, people can remove some of the bad habits, remove old rooted fears and all these things. But these are relatively temporary means and has to be done properly. Other than that, dream analysis, because the dreams bring out some of the sudden impression. So if you can analyze the dreams and remember the dreams, you can work through them and work out some of the hidden sanskaras. Spontaneous dance and music. If you get totally involved in dancing spontaneously, Osho or Rajneesh use this technique. You dance, you let go, and then your mind becomes free. Unconscious mind awakens, and all the tensions are released, and people feel relief from some of the hidden problems. And these are practical means. Group training session. And there are many group sessions just like S training, now called a landmark training, and then Silva mind control, some of the group training in a large group with collective energy, and also deprivation of sleep and food, your mind just opens up and all the hidden things come on the surface. Some of the things you may like or not like, but it comes up on the surface and you can remove some of the hang-ups that is hidden deep inside. Consciously we don't bring out. Just like seeing somebody gets drunk and can give out all the secret he won't be telling otherwise in sober condition. So creating that state of mind, one can bring out sanskaras. Repentance means pratikraman, or not like confession, but with your heart going deep inside, feeling sorry for it. So you go deep inside, forgive the person who offended you, forgive yourself. So this way, removing all the impression on day-to-day basis before they go deeper. So removing all the problems by repentance. Repentance, where tears come from the eye, you really feel sorry. It is not superficial confession where, oh, I made a mistake, I won't do again. That doesn't do it unless it reaches deep inside. Daily journal. If you get into writing a journal daily, you can get in touch with unconscious mind. Especially use the hand, which you commonly don't use, which is connected with your unconscious mind. And by writing, sometimes you write your story and emotionally you go into the past and things come on the surface, you remove some sanskaras. Uninhibited laughter. When you laugh aloud, that releases your tension and sanskaras come on the surface. Biofeedback. Biofeedback is just getting connection with yourself, and you see connection of body and mind, and you can get in touch with what is hidden inside. Surrender. When we surrender, there are surrender mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or any other mantra. Through surrender, you open up, so you expand your consciousness, become humble, surrender to God. So these are some of the practical means of removing sanskaras. We build up sanskara gradually, we can remove them gradually. Some of these means may be practical for you, some may not be practical. Safest means is meditation. It is not that quick. Some of these means may be much quicker and for emergency may be superior to meditation. Meditation requires time, patience and perseverance, but you can use all of simple techniques, even hypnosis or self-hypnosis. Somehow you get in touch with yourself to solve smaller problems. Meditation, you remove the biggest problem, biggest conditioning, bondage to the world, transmigration, desires. These techniques, superficial techniques, are helpful for removing small problems in day-to-day life. Meditation solves greatest problem, that is transmigration. Jai Bhagavan.